everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. And I think I mentioned to you guys back when I did my Latisse review video that when I finished up with my sample of Latisse that I was going to try one of the over-the-counter lash growth serums to see how that compared to Latisse. And I have gone ahead and done that, and the one that I decided to try was RapidLash. So today's video is a review of the RapidLash Lash Enhancing Serum and also a comparison of that to the prescription product Latisse. So I gave this a try. It does not contain the same active ingredient, obviously, as the prescription Latisse does. Latisse contains bimattoprost, which is a drug that's regulated by the FDA, so only available by prescription. Okay, the active ingredients in this, as I said already, it is not the prescription bimattoprost. What is in this is what they call their hexatine-1 complex. And what that contains, what makes up the hexatine-1 complex is peptides, biotin, panthenol, amino acids, soybean oil, and pumpkin seed extract. It's paraben and fragrance free. It's ophthalmologist and dermatologist tested. It's safe for contact lens wearers, which is great for me, and the product is not tested on animals. Now, because this is not the prescription product, there is no risk of it changing your eye color. It is very mild and non-irritating to use, at least that was my experience. Of course, you know, anyone can be allergic to anything in just about any product, and so it's always best to do a patch test first. Now, a lot of people will say that because it doesn't contain the prescription ingredient that it can't work, and I would tend to go along with that. But, you know, I was like, what the heck, we'll do a little experiment, we'll see. I'll either show that it works or it doesn't work. So I went ahead and bought the RapidLash. So this I started using February 27th, so that was a month after I finished with the Latisse. And so I took the month to kind of let the Latisse growth wane so that a lot of the growth and results that I had with the Latisse would be gone by then. So I bought this from Costco. This was a 2-pack, and at Costco it retails for $57 for 2. And these are 2 3-milliliter tubes. And they normally retail at drugstores or Ulta for about $50 for 1. Here's what the product looks like. And I gotta say, I do much prefer this delivery system to the Latisse delivery system, because this came in, you know, a little dropper vial, and it gave you all these separate little really cheap plasticky brushes to put it on with. You'd have to drop one drop on the brush. Well, half the time, you know, the brush bristles were so plastic it would just fall right off into my sink, and I felt like it was very wasteful. So I like this, that it is easy to use. You know, you just keep it on your vanity, twist it open. It's got this tiny little brush, and you just do swipe, swipe on each eye. I also have been using it on my eyebrows, and I used it every day since February, so it's not quite 3 months. So 2 months and 20 days I've been using this. Let's get right into the pictures, and I'll bring them in for you, and we'll see if this actually did anything for my lashes. In all of the before and after pictures, there is no mascara being used. That is just my eyelashes. As always, I put up the pictures side by side so that you can look and judge for yourself what you think of the results. But I'm going to tell you what I think, and I feel like, yeah, this stuff actually works. I'm shocked to hear myself say it, because I thought for sure that as the longer, super long Latisse lashes started to fall out over time, that all my lashes would return to normal. Possibly they might be like glossier and a little better conditioned, you know, like when you use a conditioner on your hair. But I wasn't expecting to see any real length or volume out of this. I'm surprised to see the length on those guys. I'm surprised to see that they are even, dare I say it, longer than the Latisse lashes. What I'm also finding is that even though I'm only putting it on my upper lid, since I do close my eyes, I put it on and then I go to bed and then I sleep, I think it's getting to my lower lid because I think that my lower lashes actually look better in these pictures. I think my lower lashes look a little thicker and longer. I have noticed the biggest difference in my eyebrows. I just paint a little bit on it on each eyebrow every night, same thing before I go to bed. And my gosh, I can't believe how the eyebrow hairs are growing in. Now, I painted on just in my eyebrow, and the eyebrow hairs are growing in everywhere. Like, there's a ton of them down here, and they're over here. I mean, there's so many. I've had to pluck my eyebrows at least once a week now since I've been using this stuff. And I think that this stuff, shockingly, does grow hair. And to the point where it may grow hair places that you don't want it. Like I've noticed since I've been using this, I've started to get little eyelashes right on the inner corners of my eyes in here, where I never had an eyelash there before. So from that standpoint, that's a little weird. But I do like what it's doing for my eyebrows. I'm not loving it that I have to pluck them now much more often, but I am liking it that they're not disappearing off my face completely, and that they do need some grooming and that I can shape them. So for me, I'm going to say that this stuff works. I'm going to say it works well. I'm going to say it works almost as well as Latisse, from the standpoint that my eyelashes look just as long to me as the Latisse eyelashes. They look, each individual lash looks thick and black and glossy, so that's nice. And I prefer it to the Latisse for so many reasons. It's easier to use, it costs less, it doesn't hurt, and there's no risk of it turning my blue eyes brown, so that's all great. So those are the pros, that you get longer, fuller, darker lashes for less money, in better packaging that's easier to use, and no worries about eye color changes and no pain. The cons are that there is little to no scientific evidence to support that this thing actually works to grow hair or does anything to grow hair. The only thing that I can think of that is in it that works is the biotin. There isn't much research on topical biotin to be growing hair. There is very tiny bit of research on oral supplement biotin on growing hair, and it's fairly inconclusive. Yet I know that people do take supplements of biotin to grow their hair and nails. I know that I took a collagen supplement for a couple months that I was testing out, and it had a ton of biotin in it, and I did notice that my hair grew so much longer, but I didn't like that because then I have to get it colored more often. So just from my own personal experience, I think there is something to, biotin and hair growth. I'm a sciencey person. I believe in scientific evidence. In this case, there is no scientific evidence, and I'm using this thing anyway, and I'm saying that it works anyway. So, isn't that an interesting one? I surprise even me sometimes with the things that I do and the things that I end up saying. So what can I say? I think it worked. I think it's a great product. I think the price point, especially if you buy it at Costco, is excellent. So that is my entire review today on RapidLash Eyelash and Eyebrow Enhancing Serum. As always, everybody, thanks so much for your time. I hope you found the video helpful and informative, and I hope to see you here next time. So take care, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.